Hello and welcome to It's Only Electric. This is a pilot episode of our new concept called EVs, Politics and Pancakes. Okay, is the Chinese car really that much worse than buying an American car?
Should have started like 10 years ago.
Like, there was a window of opportunity for hydrogen cars.
Yeah.
But they call this Model Y a new generation. But I don't agree with that. I know a lot of people that don't want to own a Tesla. It is as it sounds. We're gonna mix EVs, news about EVs, politics, because we can't mix politics in our reviews because we don't think that's fair. But here we can. And Pancakes stands for cooking. So on the menu today, we're gonna cook pancakes over open fire. So it will be interesting, and we're gonna change the concepts for every episode. So exactly. What's on today's agenda?
So today we're starting with Trump and Elon Musk and Tesla in general. And then we're going to new Mercedes car. And then we're going to talk about the legacy automaker, Toyota.
Yeah, so a lot of stuff is happening.
Yeah.
But first we need to make a fire. And to make it a bit more tough and hard, we have a fire stick. And I think it's your thing to do.
Okay, let's try.
Let's try.
We need to be close to the paper also, probably, right?
Yeah. This is actually interesting. Will he be able to make fire with a fire stick?
This is the first
Probably
time.
not. Not even a spark. Yeah, you had some spark.
Probably.
Yes, some sparks is coming. How long? This can take all day. Sorry guys, there is not going to be any pancakes today. But now things is happening now. No, it doesn't work. We had some fire. I don't think there's going to be any fire stick left.
Probably not. Is this from your survival gear or?
Yeah, this is my survival kit. I have never tried it before. I don't think this will go.
It doesn't.
Fortunately, we have a backup solution. We do it this way.
Oh, we have fire.
We have fire. Gas can 1, fire stick 0.
So now you need to bunker up with gas cans.
So what's happening with Tesla and the global politics? I mean, Trump is all over the place.
Yep.
Starting a tariff war, kind of. I mean, against Canada, Mexico, Europe, China, the whole world.
Yeah.
And this is probably going to affect the prices of EVs in the long run, but also going to change maybe the tides and the flows of from where you buy your EV. I think so, at least. Yeah, because something's going to happen. I mean, because we have, on top of that, also a Tesla that's losing market in Europe and the rest of the world.
Of course.
I think that's for several reasons.
Problem.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think everything is regarding Elon Musk and his work in the politics in the US or the statements he has made in Germany, for instance.
There is more alternatives in general?
Yeah, there is a wider alternatives when it comes to EVs and it's hard to choose actually. Because me personally, I have a Model Y and it's 3 years now and I'm actually ending my lease soon and I have a really hard time picking the best alternative for me because there's a lot more to choose from. 3 years ago, there was nothing.
No, it was Tesla and bad cars.
Yeah, it was very obvious to pick a Model Y. Today, it is not as obvious.
Oh,
so I think that's one of the reasons. I mean, that they lose a market share.
Yeah.
Because the new Model Y, we tested that together. It's a great car. I mean, it's better in every aspect. We can't take the looks into account because that's a very personal opinion or aspect.
Yeah.
But if you take everything like efficiency, range, the quality, the equipment, everything is better in the new version.
It is.
It is.
But the question is it enough?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because all the other cars has stepped up the game a lot.
Yeah.
There wasn't a real competition before, but now you have a lot of cars. You have the Chinese cars, you have the European cars. There's a lot of cars from all around the world, and all of them have got a lot better.
Yeah, so there's a lot more to choose from.
There is.
Especially in that segment.
Yeah,
mid-size SUVs. To be honest, for me, I'm already driving a Model Y, as I just said. I'm really not sure that, or I don't think the new Model Y is good enough. I mean, it's good enough, but the changes is not big enough. I was hoping for more range, a bigger battery pack.
Yep.
The efficiency is already best in the market, so nothing to complain about in that aspect.
No, it's marginally better.
Yeah,
anyway.
so bigger battery pack and upgraded charging. That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah, of course.
And I didn't get that. The other cars on the market is suddenly compelling.
Yeah, but when the Model Y was released,
Yeah.
you had the fastest charging,
Yeah,
one of the best ranges,
yeah, best efficiency.
and overall a really great package. But now the charging is pretty slow if you compare to both European cars and Chinese cars.
Yeah, the 800 volt systems.
The battery is smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of it is the most efficient car probably,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
one of the most efficient cars.
Yeah.
But as there's other brands upcoming also that has almost the same efficiency.
Yeah,
And if you have a lot bigger battery and faster charging and better overall feeling and quality in the car, so it's a lot harder to choose a car right now.
yeah, I agree. That's probably one of the reasons also that
Guaranteed.
the reason to why we see a drop in sales. One is of course the politics. I mean, I know a lot of people that don't want to own a Tesla, and I get that. I understand that, and I respect that. Nothing to say about that actually.
No, of course not.
And I think it's okay for people to have their opinions and to like state them. Maybe for this video we can have a bit of a more political discussion,
Yep.
but not in our general reviews, because that's a product review.
Yeah, and for me, I don't like when people like call people other things,
No,
because everyone has their opinions.
like you're a Nazi or you're something else. Yeah,
It doesn't help anything.
No.
It doesn't solve the problem. Make a good statement, have arguments,
Yeah.
and we can argue. But just writing you're a Nazi or Nazi car,
doesn't help.
it doesn't help at
No,
all.
it doesn't help.
Have good arguments and we can discuss it instead.
Yeah.
It would be more fun.
Yeah, it would be more fun. Yeah, the reasons. The Model Y is probably not as good as people expected.
Nope.
Elon Musk is behaving a bit strange the last couple of months,
A little bit.
together with Trump. So they have actually made a mess. I guess a lot of people now have a hard time saying which is worse. I mean, the States has really been like the leader of the Western world.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And China has been like the opposite pole.
Yeah.
Now it's a bit harder.
It is.
I mean, since the last couple of like 6 or 7 weeks, they really turned that around. So now you can really think like, okay, is the Chinese car really that much worse than buying an American car? I'm not saying one or two. I mean, just putting it out there.
Yeah.
But it's a bit harder. A
It
lot
is
of
harder.
change. A lot of changed.
It is. It's a lot harder.
Yeah. So in 2 months, I mean, it's a totally different story than before.
Probably.
Yeah.
And the question is if America puts like extra taxes on European products.
Yeah. So the tariffs that they're trying to add now, that will probably change the flows of EVs too.
It will probably. And the question is, will Europe do something back? To
Yeah,
American
they have
cars?
already starting to add tariffs against US,
Okay.
Canada too.
Okay.
So they're actually giving back. China also signals the same thing. So this may end up in a tighter coupling between EU, Europe, and China.
Could be.
Because China is currently playing ball with Europe. Maybe it will lead to lower tariffs on Chinese cars to compensate and to create a broader economical union between EU and China. I don't know, but
could
that
be.
can be a possibility. If US doesn't like try to fix this or try to like communicate, or I say US, I mean Donald Trump, of course. It's not the people, we know that, but Donald Trump. So it's going to be a very exciting period here. I think at least the next coming 6 or 7 months will be really exciting.
Yeah.
This year, 2025, will be the year of change, I guess.
It almost feels like a talk show when we're watching from Europe, like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
American side.
Yes, we're watching really crazy statements from Donald Trump and
from Elon and from everyone.
Yeah, there's a lot of things happening. Every morning we wake up to something new. We never know what's going to happen the next day.
No.
It's really exciting, actually.
Yeah, it is.
So it's, yeah. I think that Tesla will have a hard time going back to their old numbers in sales in Europe, in Australia, outside US in general. Because I think this will hurt the brand. But I mostly think that the other manufacturers are catching up and are stealing sales. I mean, for instance, the Volkswagen ID.7.
Yeah.
It's a great car to a really good price compared to a lot of the competition. It charges good. It has really good efficiency.
Yeah.
Interior space is amazing. Comfort. It's a great car in almost every aspect.
Yeah.
And it's from a really strong and big brand like Volkswagen.
Yeah,
We know that Volkswagen has done stuff. We know that. But still, it's really competing now. And I think they will keep taking market shares.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Like you have a lot of good European cars right now.
Yeah, it's growing.
The new platforms is starting to get. They're getting a lot better efficiency, better range. Everything is better, and Tesla doesn't have the edge anymore.
No, and the prices are going down.
Yeah.
On all over the line. It's getting cheaper. The battery technology is still not. I mean, the batteries are still from China, so it doesn't matter if you buy an American car or a European car. It's still Chinese battery packs and battery cells, and that's something that will take at least 10 years to change if you want to change that, and that's a very big part of the overall car when it comes to cost.
Yeah, of course.
So the battery pack is really, and that's where we see the main evolution.
Yeah, it is.
The chemistry, the density of the energy storage, etc. That's what's changing the market, and that's still China.
Like the battery is the 50% of the technology in the car.
Yeah. So
personally, think you're right, but I think they will do some update really soon on the cars. I think they need to do an update.
They need to do after, but they're going to add a bigger battery pack to the Model Y.
Say 10
maybe,
kilowatt extra.
And a slightly better chemistry, but they will still utilize Chinese battery technology.
Yeah,
because I mean they have been working on this tabless batteries, etc. for a long time now, and they haven't really done a big shift at Tesla when it comes to batteries.
I think it's primarily for the American market.
Yeah,
the new batteries. So here in
but
Europe,
they have a problem ramping up, and if it would be that efficient, it would be the main battery technology.
Probably.
Yeah. So I mean, the other manufacturers would mimic that technology, of course. Companies like CATL and BYD is really on the bleeding edge when it comes to battery technology.
I don't think you can compare them.
And that will not change. So they won't have a upper edge in battery technology. Because the other manufacturers will have the same technology available.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to kill your points, but I mean...
No, but Tesla doesn't need an edge. They just need a complete package to the right price.
Yeah.
And if they have the integrated manufacturing, as they say they have, like smooth manufacturing.
So they can keep down the cost.
Keep down the cost really and like good integration. They should be able to produce better cars at lower prices with good... They already have the efficiency, right? So the only thing they need is actually a better battery. Yeah,
because they have the efficiency and they have the software.
Yeah.
And that's where they are best.
And the car overall is pretty decent, at least.
Yeah, it's a good car.
Especially for the price.
Yeah, it's a great car.
So if you just put a lot better battery.
Whoa.
A lot, I just mean like 20%
higher density.
And say 20 or 30% faster charging.
Yeah.
And then they are on top of the game again.
Yeah, because that's what they need now.
Yeah, but I think they will do this within 1 year.
I think so too. I think
they need to do it. At least.
But they call this Model Y a new generation. But I don't agree with that. I think it's just a facelift. It's a very good facelift, but it's not a new generation. A new generation would be exactly what you state now. It would come with better battery technology, more dense energy storage, better, faster charging. Yeah. But we don't see that yet. But I also think that will come later this year or beginning of 2026. So this current Model Y is probably only a step on the way.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And that's what made me disappointed.
Yeah, same with me.
Yeah.
I was expecting more.
So it's time to do some pancakes, because that's why we're here.
And that's the homemade batter, right?
Yeah, this is a homemade batter. It's not American pancakes, it's Swedish or European pancakes. Does not contain any baking powder. So this actually includes 6 deciliters of milk, fat milk, whole fat milk.
Nice.
And 3 deciliters of flour and 3 eggs and salt. That's all. Very easy. You can add protein powder into it. I did not.
That was nice.
But next time maybe.
I thought you would do a vegan one.
Yeah. Not this time. So it's just prepared. We need to heat this up and add some liquid butter to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pour it up.
Directly?
Pour it up. Pour it up.
How much do you want?
That's good. It's hot.
Is that enough?
So this is our some more. This is our first pancake, and this is probably not going to go well. I think that's enough.
It's hot at least, right?
Yeah, and the bottle is actually 1 liter, so it's perfect for this mixture. Perfect to do on days like this.
Huh?
And as we do in Sweden, we always talk about the weather. It's mandatory.
Yeah.
And the weather is sunny, sun is shining, but it's like 0 degrees, so it's really cold.
It's really cold.
It's really cold, so this fire is actually helping us here.
It's a lot of wind also.
Yeah, it's a bit of a wind, tailwind, so that's good.
Perfect.
This will go, I think we need to have more
Butter.
butter.
Yeah, it's stainless steel.
But I think this is
It's actually pretty decent. We can eat
this
it
is
like
decent. Yeah, this is nice. So the next one will be OG.
The perfect one.
Yeah.
D1. Maybe we need, because it's stainless steel. Are you using stainless steel at home?
No.
No, we need a lot
So,
of butter.
so it's a bit different. Okay, so that's the downside of having a closing. Oh man.
Sorry. So second time it's a charm, or what did you say?
Yeah. So the second pancake is always the best pancake. So to the next topic. Mercedes has just released a new car yesterday.
Yeah, and not just a new car.
No?
A new platform.
A new platform, that's true. A mixed platform.
Mixed platform, yeah.
So it's both made for hybrids, combustion engines, and fully electric cars.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the CLA.
Yeah, and we both don't like hybrid platforms or mixed
No, I
platforms.
actually normally I hate mixed platforms. It's a
Same.
strong word, but that's that's how I feel, because I don't think compromises is good. I mean, for instance, hybrid cars. I don't like hybrids either, because I think it's just a step on the way. I think it's better to go all electric and don't mix technologies, because it comes with a lot of downsides.
Yeah, it does.
That also goes for hybrid platforms. But have it changed?
Yeah, like it's a new CLA they released, but the big news is the platform. And what was it called? It was called?
The platform?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Okay.
We put the name here on the screen.
Yeah. No, but the platform actually seems really good and a lot better than the previous Mercedes attempts.
Look at this pancake. It's perfect, isn't it?
Yeah. So the platform actually looks great, even though it's like a mixed platform.
Yeah, I mean, the platform looks great, and the car looks great too.
it does.
Because it looks like a Mercedes. It looks
Yeah.
like a classical Mercedes in some ways,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's very sleek. It's modern looking.
Yeah.
It is not as soapy or as what you call it, ladybuggy,
Ladybuggy.
as the EQE and the other the EQS cars, the current cars in the lineup. It looks more like a traditional car.
Yeah, it does, but it still looks like the EQE and EQS.
Yeah, there's a lot of similarities.
You can see the DNA in it.
Yeah.
But it looks a lot better because I don't like the other EQE cars.
Yeah, it's kind of refined, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It is.
Looks a bit more sporty, looks a bit more,
Sporty, yeah.
yeah.
And the aerodynamics is great. 0.21, I think it was.
That's low. That's among the lowest.
Yeah.
Like the Tesla Model 3, I guess, it's also 0.21, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah, so
but it
it's-
still looks good.
It's a very slippery car, but it looks good. So the new platform brings a fairly big battery pack. I mean, the range, almost 800 kilometers of WT
Yeah.
range. 790.
790, I think that's
For the rear-wheel drive
city,
version.
but still.
Yeah, for the rear-wheel drive version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the all-wheel drive version is 20 kilometers less, so it's like 770.
Yeah. So they have worked
760.
out the efficiency somehow
Yeah.
between, I mean, going for one motor at the back and dual motor setup.
Yeah, and the front motor is not that big. I think
No.
it's like 60 kilowatts extra or something.
Okay, so it's more like the MEB platform.
Yeah.
We add a small induction motor at the front, combined with the permanent magnet motor at the back.
Yeah.
That's more powerful.
Exactly.
So that's the traditional setup, the good setup, I would say.
Yeah, but the biggest news is the platform, and that comes with a new battery. And the new battery is the biggest update
Yeah.
because the battery changes everything. Like they say, it's 20% more energy dense.
That's a lot compared to the current cars.
Yeah, so EQE, EQS,
Yeah,
EQs,
20%. That means that you can have a bigger battery pack with higher density without adding weight to the car.
Yeah.
And it takes probably around 20% less space.
Yes, or the same space and bigger battery.
Yeah.
So, but the battery is the biggest, and it's 800 volts instead of 400 volts.
And that's really good, especially for a hybrid platform or a mixed platform. Running 800 volt chargers, it's really a game changer if
It
you
is.
want to charge fast, because 400 volt is not enough anymore.
Especially for bigger batteries.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and the battery pack, do you know the battery size?
no, but it should be between 90 and 100 kilowatt hours.
Yeah, because when we did a brief calculation, it seems to be like 95 in net capacity
Something like that.
and just below 100 or 100 in gross capacity.
Yeah.
We haven't seen the official numbers on it.
No.
Probably, or maybe they are out when we release this video. But it's a big battery pack.
It's a big battery, especially for the class of car.
Yeah, it's a small car with that great range.
Yeah, it's like 4.6 meters, so not a small, but medium-sized, right?
Yeah, but it's still a class, a CLA.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a Mercedes smaller series of cars.
Yeah.
So that's actually really great, and the chemistry is something new. So the charging actually is really good also. So you have 320 kilowatt of peak speed and 10 to 80 in 22 minutes. And these are maybe not class leading. You have Zeekr, that's a lot better than some Chinese cars, but it's like an A6 or a Porsche Macan.
Yeah.
It's the same, right? 22
Yeah.
minutes.
Yes.
And even the Xpeng G6 is 22 minutes, I think.
Yeah,
right?
and that's a quick charger. So the numbers are really good.
Yeah, it is. And this is a mixed platform.
It's a mix. Yes. So maybe I'm not hating mixed platforms anymore.
Same.
And so it's a good compromise.
It even has a frunk. Both the all-wheel drive and the rear-wheel drive.
and a big frunk of 100 liters.
Yeah.
So it's not just it's not just for your hat to put in there or a mobile charger. It's really
Yeah, it's
you
100
can
liters.
put a duffel bag or a weekend bag in it.
Yeah.
Without any problems.
Yeah.
What is that sound?
The ice, probably.
The ice is cracking. This is how it works out in the nature. We hear sounds that we didn't know exist. but okay, so a great car actually. I'm really looking forward to the CLA, to testing that one, because it may be one of the best releases this year.
Probably.
Yeah, and I think this will really steal the show.
Yeah.
And I think it will eat up a lot of the sales of the Model 3, the Tesla Model 3.
Yeah.
Because this is probably the biggest contender yet. And I don't like to speak about Tesla killers because I really don't think that Tesla needs to be killed, because I think there's room enough for a lot of brands on the market
Yeah.
still, because it's a
Yeah,
global
of course,
market. Yeah,
of course.
so I want to see both cars exist. But I really think that this one will be a big seller.
Yeah, for the right price. And
Yeah.
as you say, it's a CLA, so it's A-class.
It's A-class.
So the price could not be too high.
No. And
It shouldn't be, at least.
It shouldn't be. It should be fairly cheap for being a Mercedes.
Yeah.
But it's also a compelling market segment.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it looks good. It's the right size. It has a lot of, I mean, the current CLAs are selling good.
Yeah.
And so the consumers will probably be a bit younger.
Yeah. Like, I think it could be a perfect car for me.
Yeah.
Like size-wise and model-wise. So I agree with you.
Yeah, I need a shooting brake.
Yeah.
I need more boot space for me. But
And it should come a shooting brake.
yeah, that's probably the next update.
Because it's a mixed platform.
Yeah.
I don't think that we're going to do a station wagon.
No, they do shooting brakes on the CLA platform. Yeah, so probably maybe later this year or beginning of next year, we'll probably see a shooting brake version of it.
Probably.
Yeah, I think so.
It's dumb if they don't do it.
Would be strange otherwise.
Yeah.
Otherwise, but
there will also be a GLC EQ technology.
yeah, that's
probably.
true. Yeah,
Same
because we
platform.
had the old GLC or EQC.
EQC, yeah.
That one is discontinued, but actually fairly popular because it looked good and was a practical
It's actually
car.
one of the best looking
One of the
EQ.
best looking, yeah, probably the best looking EQ car yet.
Yeah.
But they have discontinued, stopped manufacturing it and selling it. So this is the replacement of that one. And it sounds like it can be a good car too.
Yeah,
Because it's going to build on the same concept, the same platform, a bit bigger and an SUV-shaped car.
So say if it's exactly the same platform, you should get similar efficiency. It's higher up,
Yeah.
of course, a bigger car, but same battery sizes, so you already know the recipe for the next car, probably. And the Mercedes software is actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. And they use good screens and I don't like the fiddly controls on the
No,
steering
no.
wheel because I think it's a bit too complex
Yeah.
with all the touch buttons, etc. It's a bit hard to get used to.
There's a lot of buttons
Yeah.
and a lot of different functions.
And the new one seems to have the same steering wheel.
Probably.
Yeah.
It looks great, but it's a little bit harder. But when you get used to it, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's hard to get used to it.
It's hard to get used to it, yeah.
because there's a lot of buttons everywhere.
Yeah, and
So-
the interior is also great.
Yeah.
I mean, we talk about the steering wheel, but the interior as a whole, the cabin, the screens really looks good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's modern, big screens, not that many hardware buttons when I see the images, but I think it looks really good. So it doesn't feel like it comes with any compromises.
No, it doesn't.
No.
First time ever for a mixed platform.
Yeah, I think this can really turn the tides for Mercedes.
Yeah, because it's like economy-wise for the company.
Yeah.
It should be pretty smart.
Yeah,
Because same platform, same factory floor, maybe different lines, but still in
Yeah.
the same factory probably. So it should be efficient to produce, should be cheaper to produce,
Yeah.
and should be better for the consumer to buy, like cheaper prices.
Yeah, and they don't need to put in a lot of investments into a totally new EV platform.
No.
They can continue producing combustion engines and EVs at the same time. I think they should go all in EVs, of course, but they have a lot of legacy, so they can't do that. And I understand that they have markets that don't want EVs yet.
And when this platform is like this good, you can change the factory floor probably.
Yeah,
Like you can adapt it if you sell more diesels or more hybrids or more electric. You could probably
you
change
can adjust
it
the output of it. Yeah.
probably pretty easily. So
Yeah.
it feels pretty efficient
Yeah.
in that way. I hope it is like that.
Okay, so it's time for the first pancakes. We're gonna taste them, and for your information, we have put some sour cream, red caviar, dill, and chopped red onions on top of it. So it's kind of a luxury pancake, we call it. If you want to make it for your kids, you know the drill. I mean, you can add cream, whipped cream, and maybe some jam
Yeah, some jam.
or Nutella,
Or like this.
or like this. I have one
Nice.
here too. First try.
This is a pancake burrito.
Yeah. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's something special when you do it over open fire.
Yeah. It is. It really is. It actually tastes different.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This was good.
Yeah.
Really good.
One of my best pancakes I've ever had.
Probably.
Yeah, I think so.
With lemon and some little bit salt and onion, it works perfectly.
Yeah. I forgot to mention the lemon.
Lemon.
This was very nice. We're gonna do a couple of more.
Yeah.
But first we're gonna talk about the next topic. The biggest legacy automaker in the world, Toyota.
Yes.
They have been making some statements and releasing some new things.
Finally.
Finally,
Finally, it feels like they're going electric for real.
Because they have been very skeptical since the beginning. They have been talking about hydrogen cars all the time and hybrid cars, mild hybrids, and stick to that.
Yeah, and they've even said they will do electric cars when they have their solid-state batteries. And they should have it next year for 20 years.
Yeah, they have been talking about solid states for
like 15 years.
Forever, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But finally, it feels like they're going in for electric for real this time. It's not like a really big move, but they're refreshing the BZ4X.
Yeah, but
right?
For them, it is a big move. And for the market to hear that the biggest legacy automaker actually starts producing electric cars for real now, that's a big thing.
It is. Yeah. It is. So they updated the BZ4X, right?
Yeah.
They made the net capacity a little bit bigger, like the smaller buffer.
So a bigger pack?
Yeah. I think the pack is like physically the same. I think they just they changed the buffer because they had a really big buffer.
Yeah,
battery.
That's an old thing because a lot of companies was safeguarding their battery packs to be able to like guarantee the longevity of the battery pack. But they have learned that it's not necessary, so they are shrinking the buffer.
Yeah, and it's actually a couple of kilowatts.
So the other thing, the customers use that buffer instead.
Yeah, and they upgraded interior, bigger screens. Like it looks better.
Yeah, and the wheels are still intact on the car.
I hope so. I hope they don't fall off. We'll see.
That's a strange thing.
Yeah, and also I think they had worked with the cabin noise and the acoustics of the car.
Yeah.
So it should be a better package.
So it's like a nice refresh.
Yeah, it's a refresh, a needed refresh.
A needed refresh.
And we have avoided the BZ4X.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to review that car because to be honest, didn't think that it was good enough. But maybe we're wrong. But I think the new updated one is really something to have a look at.
Could be, especially the newer. What do you call them? New model, like the
CHR Plus. You know that one? Yeah,
exactly.
That's a strange name for a new EV, especially compared to the BZR. What's it called?
BZ4X.
Yeah, it's but the names are really
the CHR Plus. I think it means like coupe high rise.
Yeah, so it's
something.
So it's a coupe-shaped SUV. It's a CUV.
CUV,
yeah, it's a CUV, small CUV.
Yeah.
And Plus stands for
electric. I think.
Yeah, because that's new.
It'll be confusing. Yeah.
So a new car, an updated car, EV.
Exactly. And there was something else.
I think it was a third one too.
That one I don't know actually. I know they have released some Chinese specific cars, but they're made in China and actually Chinese platforms and everything. So they co-produce with another factory.
Yeah, for the Chinese market only.
Exactly. Yeah. But these are the international ones, and it's a Toyota.
And controlled and built, manufactured by Toyota themselves. So it's a real Toyota.
Yeah.
And that's good.
And actually the small coupe SUV looks good.
Yeah.
I like the model.
Yeah, I think it looks good. It's really a Toyota.
It is.
And what it should be.
Yeah.
It looks good and you get the feeling of, the Japanese feeling.
Yeah. But the new design language is actually pretty sporty.
Yeah.
It actually looks good. And it's the same platform as the BZ4X, so same batteries, same motors.
Okay.
I think there was some upgrade to the four-wheel drive, a little bit more power.
Okay.
But it should be the same system. But it goes for both cars. But it should be more aerodynamic because it's a little bit smaller. And it's a coupe. So it should be a little bit better. But still an SUV, so...
It's a popular segment.
Yeah, it is. And it looks good and a little bit better. So could be a good car, actually.
Yeah, so I'm actually happy to see that Toyota is doing this.
Yeah.
Finally they had this like Mirai. Wasn't that the
hydrogen one?
The hydrogen one that really doesn't exist. It does, but in very small batches.
Well, hydrogen is a good thing, but electric is easier.
Yeah, I mean, I believe in hydrogen when it comes to heavy-duty trucks.
Yeah.
Buses, etc., where you have the loading capacity, the volume, and need the range to be more. But I don't think it's really necessary for personal carriers, for personal cars.
I'm even skeptical for
Yeah, maybe.
for buses and things also, but maybe for airplanes or heavy industries, or maybe we should do fusion with it.
Yeah, maybe.
Fusion power.
Because I mean, I think the battery technology is evolving too fast.
Yeah.
The density of the energy storage is getting so much more dense. The volume of the battery packs is getting smaller.
Yeah.
And the charging is getting faster. So I think it's too late.
It's too late.
Yeah.
Like hydrogen should have started like 10 years ago.
Right, there was a window of opportunity for hydrogen cars,
Yeah,
but
there was.
that's long gone. It's
It's
closed.
gone, yeah.
Yeah.
At least for personal cars.
Yeah. This one is ready. Do you want a pancake? It's a bit.
Broken.
So this was our first episode of EVs, politics, and pancakes. And the most important thing, we put the recipe of the pancakes here on the screen now and in the description if you want to do the same thing. I mean, this is probably the perfect thing to do together with friends and family,
Yeah.
outside, spending some time in the nature, really enjoying it. And of course, you need to talk about EVs and politics
Yeah.
too.
Preferably.
Preferably, yeah. So what do you think of this new format? This is the first episode,
Yeah.
and we want to continue doing this. So if you like it, please, or if you don't like it, please share your thoughts and tell what you think about the format.
Yeah. Should we do something differently, or do you have any topics we should talk about?
Yeah.
Please share them so we can evolve and do it even better.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
And as we always say, stay electric. Thanks for watching. Speak to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Stop recording.